Shrimpy-doopy-doopa, oop-papa, ooh-la-la. Shrimpy-doopy-doopa, oop-papa, ooh-la-la.
What's up YouTube? Welcome back to Upapa Ulala, where we usually talk about the Upai Ulas and things that have got to do with it. But this video is the second part of the Freshwater Aquascape series that I owe you guys for a very long time. Firstly, I would like to apologize that this video takes so long for me to upload because so much has happened, and being the first time that I'm doing the whole aquascaping and also the planting of a freshwater tank, I met up with a lot of challenges, and sometimes through my recording I took so much time and took so long just to plant the Monte Carlos, and my battery just died and I took so long just to get things in place. So there's a lot of things that I learned through this whole process, and I'm here to share with you. So you remember that in the last video we had the tank that was filled up with the rocks. Okay, I added a couple of more rocks into it, alright, to make the features more interesting and a bit more comprehensive in a sense, more satisfying to look at basically. And then I started off the progression of that setup with the planting of some plants inside there, and what I had was some Monte Carlos and also some dwarf hairgrass. So I'm gonna show you guys a video of me attempting to put the Monte Carlos and the dwarf hairgrass, and I'm telling you, I took so long, battery died, memory card got full, my phone was just full, and the video actually just ended in the middle of me planting the tank. So yeah, do take a look at the footage. Welcome back. So yeah, as you can see, I took so long to put the Monte Carlos and also the dwarf hairgrass that the video got cut off, and so weeks after that I actually added some cherry shrimps that I got from a nearby aquarium, OTF, and they really have very cheap kind of like livestock over there. Maybe one day I'll do a video on OTF or some of the aquariums shop that I visit to kind of like create my own setup right here, and kind of like show you around what Singapore has. And I'm pretty sure there are other videos out there, but I'm gonna just show you guys my perspective of those aquarium shops and what I think about them and what I think is good or what I think could be better. I think in terms of the whole shopping experience, or in the whole stocking up experience. So I went to OTF and stock up my tank with some cherry red shrimps and also some neon tetras, and they seem to be going well together at first actually, until I realized that I had some buried cherry red shrimps over there. So I was so excited for it to give birth and so forth, and they were actually doing very well. And when the shrimps managed to give birth or hatch the eggs, the plane decides to fly. Okay, for those of you who know where I stay, I stay pretty much near to an air base lah. So it is very close to our National Day, and they are practicing their aerial maneuvers at night, I think. Yeah, still roaring through the sky. Okay. Oh my god guys, this is plane, or rather jet number 3. And I don't know how many more jets they are gonna fly off the base right now at about 8 PM at night in Singapore time. Woohoo! See who we got here. Suki! Suki! Yeah, she doesn't like me carrying her like this. She's gonna squirm and wriggle out of my grip. Oh lo lo lo. Oh lo lo lo. Oh, she's so cute. Sometimes. So basically, I initially stocked up my tank with some Neo Carolina shrimps, the cherry red shrimps to be exact, and also some red willies. And they were looking pretty nice and lively. And I added some neon tetras into it as well to coexist, and it seemed to be doing very well together at first, until one of my berried shrimps actually hatched its egg and released its shrimplet into the wilderness of the aquarium. It surely got eaten by the neon tetras. It was so devastating, heartbreaking, and it was really something that I did not expect at all. So I decided to, separate the neon tetras and kind of like put it in another tank altogether and give it away. So currently my setup is just a shrimp only tank with some horn nerite snails that I put in there to help me, kind of like clean up the algae. But I think they were actually thriving very well inside there. And as you can see in the footage that I will kind of like put up in some cutscene somewhere, that they actually have a lot of small little snails, baby snails, and it's really multiplying very well. So it's almost overstocked now, and I really need to kind of like take out some of the nerite snails, horn nerite snails, once they are a bit more stable and once their shell are a bit more developed. Yeah, so that they don't overstock my tank. Otherwise, I'll start to have other things growing there when there's just too much waste that is uncontrolled. Yeah. Alright, in terms of the aquatic plants, so apart from my Monte Carlos and dwarf hairgrass, I actually added some other plants like the hygrophila, so that my shrimps are able to hide somewhere and graze around somewhere and have a little bit more fun and have some hiding places, so that it feels more comfortable and not so stressed out. Alright, and yeah, and as you can see, I also added some reddish color plants. I'm not quite sure what it is. I'm not gonna say so much because I did a little bit of research, of course, and the names, they're all in pretty much Latin, so, and I sound kind of weird trying to speak Latinish. It usually doesn't come out pretty nice or proper. So yeah, reddish plant it is. And these reddish plants just add some color to the whole aquarium. Pretty nice in my opinion. Yeah, so I actually bought some API test strips to test my tank in terms of the parameters. And one thing that I realized is that the tank is well cycled. The ammonia is 0, the nitrite is actually 0, but the nitrate is a bit on the high side. So I was doing a bit of research, and I thought that some floating plants would really help in terms of the management or the control of the nitrate level. So I got myself some duckweed and frog beets, as well as some water lettuce, small ones, that I added onto the top of the tank. And it seemed to be doing very well. It really controls the nitrate level. I'm so surprised. And apart from that, they multiply like crazy. So almost every week I have to kind of like take out some and throw away or give it away, or cut the roots. If not, all the roots will kind of like go from the top surface of the tank all the way down and reach to the bottom part, and it kind of like looks quite ugly because the roots are pretty dense. So I either trim it to have that clear distinction between the top and the bottom to make the aquarium look much clearer and nicer to watch. So just gonna give you guys a tour of the current setup and some of the shrimps that are in there. I bought a few high quality red release shrimps, and hopefully that kind of like overtake the whole breed in the tank, because I think they look pretty nice with that red and white coloration and gold. So yeah, let's head over. Alright, so here is my aquarium shrimp tank that is heavily planted with a lot of plants. And let's have a closer look at this, and I'll guide you guys through the whole setup. So in terms of the lighting, first we have the aqua lighter light that comes with the set. Alright, and the one that I added on is this Chihiro Series C that I attached the Commander one on it. And what the Commander one does is that it helps me to adjust the amount of lighting for the tank, okay, and kind of like schedule when to provide what kind of brightness to it. So I was able to customize my lighting setup throughout the whole day. And this is my hang-on filter, which I changed from the initial suction ones, because last time I had a suction filter that I placed around this part of the tank, and some of these shrimps actually went in between the filter and the glass and got caught at the suction area, and then I got about 3 casualties from there. So I took it out and used this hang-on filter with the probe. So if you were to look at the probe, I actually did a DIY setup on it, because the probe actually has quite a huge kind of like holes where it can suck up all my shrimplet. So what I did was that I used the previous filter medium or the foam and make it into a pre-filter. Yep, and I wrapped a stockinette around it so that the holes of the stockinette is very fine, and it would help me guard my shrimplet from getting sucked into the filter. Yep. So as mentioned before, I have the Monte Carlo as a carpet grass at the bottom, right there, and then I have some dwarf hair grass at the sides, okay, and I added some hygrophila as well, because they are more fun for the shrimps to kind of like graze on and hide, and yeah, that kind of like works well for them. And yeah, I also added some reddish plant at the back to add some poppy colors into this whole aquarium, and that kind of like worked quite well. So it's been about a month or so since my last tank setup, and the plant has really grown in really well into the setup. The carpet grass has already covered the whole ground or the substrate of the aquarium, and that looks really nice. And the rocks are just looks more blend in, I guess. Okay. Apart from that, let me just show you guys the stock that I have inside this tank. Okay, so I have some red release. Oh, it's quite hard to focus right here. Yeah, I have some red release, as well as some cherry red shrimps right there side by side. Much apologies about the focusing, guys. I'm just trying to get it to focus properly on my camera. Yeah, the red release and the cherry red shrimps. And I also have some snails that are somewhere at the sides. There you go.
That is a horn nerite snails, really cute, really small, poppy colors like a bumblebee, and it has horn that comes out from the black stripe of its shell. And yeah, that's pretty much the setup. Oh yes, of course, I added the floating plants to manage my nitrates, so I just did a water change and clean up the roots so that I have a nice separation between the top layer and the bottom, so that looks pretty nice. I used to have more frog bits in there, but the roots just tend to extend all the way down and it looks really ugly. So yeah, I end up taking a lot of the frog bits out, leaving just one or two in there. A closer look at the floating plant. So you have the frog bit right here at the bottom. Yep, and then the water lettuce, small ones over there, and some of these duckweed look alike, but I don't really think they are duckweed because it's a bit bigger than what duckweeds should look like, but kind of like work the same way and filtrates the nitrate really well, and I'm happy with that. And yep, so yeah, that's my setup. You guys please tell me what you guys think about it. Give me feedback, constructive criticism, whatever. Ask me questions and we'll discuss about it. I am of course no expert in this field, but I would say that I've done quite a bit of research on it prior to building this small 10-liter aquarium tank, and I probably would be able to have a discussion with you guys with regards to some of the issues that you guys may face setting up of your freshwater tank itself. So hope that you guys like this video. Hit the like button and subscribe to this channel to get notified of future uploads. And yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next video. See ya.